have a marshmallow or two. These are great. These are from Whole Foods, and they have cane sugar, so I can have them. Welcome. Thank you for watching. I'm Caitlin May, and I'm doing a video for you tonight to help explain the energy that's going on right now and help you have a better sense of what's going on, because I'm sure you feel like you have no idea, like is the general, thing that's going around. So I wanted to help because I feel like the answers aren't given by the people that we usually get them by. They're being given by people who are connected to energy, because this is an energetic puzzle that we're all solving. I just need to do that. I get nervous about being on camera, so I try to encourage myself by doing silly things sometimes. Anyway, who else loves marshmallows and talking? This is the thing. So, okay. Today is Saturday. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do this. Today is Saturday, March 28th, though I'm sure the words Saturday, March, and 28th all have very little meaning to everyone right now. But most people are in their home, self-quarantining, or as I like to think of it, home vacationing. Your bathroom can become a spa, your kitchen the hottest restaurant and only, and your windows the only source of sunlight, so the best beach around. What I want to do with these episodes too is I want to share what I know about the bigger energy of what's going on. So I'm lucky to have a really strong connection to energy, and I work every day doing distant chakra clearing sessions where I clear the fear from your energy. This is real. And I am sensitive to energy in a way that I not only feel it, but I can see it in my mind's eye when I work on people. So I do this all year. And obviously right now it seems like the more important now than ever before. So I've opened up more spots if you want to work with me, and especially if you need help with what you're feeling right now. And the link to do that will be in the description. So the thought of the day today, March 28th, even though I know that means nothing to anybody, is Don't Fear the Reaper. So if you remember the song, or you know of the song Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult, this is the song that is in the sketch No Cowbell, the famous sketch from SNL. It's great. Will Ferrell, Jimmy Fallon laughing, it's the best. Christopher Walken, the way he talks, it's really so good, and the energy of that sketch is so good, and it just keeps getting higher and higher and higher, and it gets to that line where it's the prescription. Oh my god, it's so good. So Don't Fear the Reaper, it's an actual song. It's a concept that I use every day in my life. So I'm going to show you my skull that I love. So this skull represents to me, one thing that skulls represent is death, obviously. But I love that it's painted because it represents to me that not to fear death. We don't have to fear what's beyond the life that we're living right now. Why? I'll get to that. So that's why I love that it's a skull, but it's decorated beautifully to remind us to always be happy and be hopeful. So Don't Fear the Reaper, it doesn't mean the Reaper won't come someday. It's not an oblivious concept, but the point is not to fear the Reaper. So it's not saying the Reaper isn't coming, it's saying don't fear the Reaper. Why is that? It's so you can actually get to live your life. Right now there's a virus, if you didn't know. Did you not know? Yeah, there's a virus. So this is one of my favorite jokes when I go to the grocery store or something. Someone will mention something, I'll be like, oh, there's a virus? It's just if you want to make people laugh. Besides the virus, which a lot of people are helping share information about how to deal with that. There's also, my message is that there's not just a virus going around, there's fear of the virus going around, of a virus, of this virus, of the virus that you know. And that's a whole other thing. So that's what I'm here to help with. The key to dealing with your fear is knowing one important thing. It's not real. So fear is always a reaction based on not enough information from the bigger picture. Always. Fear is never, from the bigger picture, ever validated because everything is okay all the time. I clear fear every day in my sessions. I see it. I know it represents itself in different forms, always dark energy. I'm not intimidated by it. So that's why people during this crisis are texting me and wondering how I am. And I'm always like, I'm great. I'm fine. Like, I'm doing really well. And I'm kind of enjoying it. And they're like, and even spreading any kind of positivity, I feel like people can be triggered by that. But honestly, to be honest, I don't care because it's that important that we have messages of hope right now. This is like something I'm so called to do and motivated to do because everyone's well aware of what's going on. My point is that you can see what's going on, you can feel the fear, you can feel your reaction. What people don't understand is that when you're spreading hope and joy, you can still feel those things, but you're going a step beyond that to make it better. So it's like, you know, but again, you know, I have compassion for all the experiences people are having, but like my message is that this is my job right now, is to help bring you hope, to help you understand, help guide you through it. And so fear, I know, is anything that is not really you. Trauma, illness, symptoms, worry, lack of confidence. We can have fear in us. I've seen from my sessions from getting burned while we've been cooking. Like, we can have fear energy in us from things like that. I've cleared fear in myself from the animals that I've eaten, the meat that I've eaten, because I don't eat meat anymore. This is something that happened to me when I went through like spiritual changes. And so that's just my experience. Like, fear is a broad thing, a broad word, but it really describes dark energy, negative energy, anything that is not who we really are. And this is what's happening on a bigger level in the world right now. So the whole world is being cleared of a bunch of energy. And our job is to do it for each of ourselves. And in this channel, I'm sharing videos on how to do lots of different things. And one of the best ways that I know really truly is my work with chakra clearing, because it's so easy for you. You don't have to do anything. You just get to relax, and I go in and I clear it out for you. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're going through a lot of energy and a lot of stuff right now, even in your 3D life, it can help with, because our 3D life is represented by our inner world. So there's just so much I can say about this. So basically, all of our negative reactions to things are based on not having the full story. Like I was saying, so being able to see everything from the bigger picture, if we could see truly all the details, and I know there's a lot of hard things going on right now. I know there's a lot of people being lost right now, and it's, you know, I understand that. But if we could truly see the entire vision, the entire picture of the history of the world, of this moment, of all the energy that's ever existed, all of that, we would see that it's okay. That's, you know, we can't see that from our perspective, but from the bigger picture, I've been shown this for about a year constantly, that don't fear the Reaper, keep going, and things are okay. Things are always okay. I've just seen this so many times that I know that that's been shown to me to help people during this time, because it's been like this thing that I've experienced so much. So this message also might be triggering for people to hear, I understand. Positive messages can actually be triggering to people if they're in fear. They're experiencing their own fear that has been in their energy and that needs to clear. And I'll address next how to deal with your triggers, even if you're being triggered by things I'm saying. But know that my job is to share hope. That's my job, share hope. That's what I'm doing. So, and that's why I'm doing this. So, from the bigger picture, something that I've seen that has surprised me is that, like I said, everything was okay all the time. I really was surprised by this. I didn't, go around thinking that necessarily. But it's something that really healed me so much and helped me get through so many things. And I think that can help, other people to know that on the bigger picture, we're still loved. We're still loved by the bigger picture, and everything is okay. And so if we choose to not fear and to be positive right now, we're actually, this is the key, we're more in line with what's really going on when we're positive. Because since on the bigger picture everything is okay, when we stay positive, we can actually see things more clearly. When we're in fear, we're in an illusion. So it's hard to solve our problems that way, even our own specific problems. I'm not even talking about the bigger problem to be solved. I'm talking about problems to be solved. I'm talking about your own life, what you're dealing with day to day right now. So when you're positive, you're able to see things much more clearly. So people are being triggered, but that emotion in you or in other people, it's just there to be cleared. That's the only reason it's there. The whole point of what's going on right now is so that we can realize the energy that we have inside of us and we can clear it. That's the whole point. So that the whole planet, our lives, the way we feel, the way we live, everything is getting like a software update, a system upgrade. So as I said, I clear fear in the sessions that I do every day. I've only been doing this a year. I started 1 year ago exactly, and I believe it's specifically to help people during this time, because I'm now a year into it, and my ability to do it is much quicker, much more effective, and I know what I'm doing. So the sessions go really well, and people are responding really well. And yes, it can help with illness. I'm not shy about saying that. It can help with illness, any illness. So it's not who we are, the fear, the illness, whatever it is you're dealing with, the emotions, the trauma. I don't care how long you've been carrying it around. This moment in time is the time to let it go. So we don't need it. I've seen that. Like, we don't need this fear. We really don't need any fear, because it's not who we are. So we can actually exist in the world without fear. We don't need it to survive. There's no purpose except for us to learn lessons. And what I've seen too with the work I do is that I eliminate the need to go through years of learning a lesson to heal. I can just do it. And I think we're just meant to heal really fast. I don't know the reason for that, but we're meant to heal really fast right now. We're meant to do that right now. So the way you deal with a trigger, my tip, this is the tip for the day. So how do you deal with these triggers? Because I understand that I'm saying, definitely you should work with me, but I can't obviously work on everybody all the time. So I want to give you other hints and help you to deal with what you're going through. So the way that you deal with the trigger is to, one, watch it happen. The trigger is energy. It's an emotion you're feeling. What you have to do with the energy is let it move. The way you let it move is you let it be. You let it do its thing. So I would recommend, as soon as you can, just on your phone, go sit by yourself, do whatever you need to do to be by yourself. And for 5 minutes, it's not long, just sit by yourself and breathe and be with that emotion as soon and as much as you can. Let it be there as much as you can handle, because that way you're not holding it back. You're letting that energy move. So you're letting it do what it needs to do in your energy and clear what it needs to clear. You're letting it go, which is what you need to do. You don't want to walk around with that experience, clouding you. So And then what you can do is you can think about what you can do to handle it. So the best way to figure this out is always to keep the focus on what you can control. And what is that? If you've been watching me before, you'll know it's you. You can control you and you and you and only you and also you. You and you and only you. You can only control yourself. That's it. I've seen this on the bigger level too. We can only control ourselves. We're given free will. It's a gift, but and the beauty of it is that you can control yourself not only a little bit, you can control yourself 100 million%. You have complete control over yourself. So no matter what you do or how you respond to anything, to get to a place of peace, you'll get so much more peace right away, knowing that you can in fact only control yourself, and you can communicate from what you're experiencing, and that's it. And that's all you ever have to do. Anything else is just, you can't control it. So all you can do with whatever comes up at any moment is just control yourself, focus on what you're experiencing, and don't try to blame and don't try to control, because what's the use in blaming when you can't, there's nothing you can do about anything else outside of you. But you can control yourself 100 million%, trillion, bajillion%. So I'm going to share a quick personal story. So I was at the grocery store today. I went out into the city and went to Whole Foods, and I had a good time. It was nice to see people. But the coolest part was, so when I go through energy, when I go through chakra clearing, my energy changes with each session I do. I'm like a different person. So if you watch my other videos, you can probably notice the change, and I'm just gonna keep changing, and it's so cool. And I feel more like myself. I feel clearer. It's great. And I so I did a session this morning, and then after I felt different, and because when I work on people, it also heals me. It clears my energy. So I went to this store, and I have I call it your next level, when you're you clear energy and then you're becoming more of who you are. It's you're reaching more of who you are in your next level, your dream life basically. And I was noticing I needed certain things. I noticed that I was wanting certain things that I didn't have, and that I was didn't really seem important to me before. And in my next level, I guess these things are important to me, because they're things that were coming up, and I was I want this and I want this. And they weren't things that I needed. So I was okay, well, maybe I'll get one of them. So I did get one of them, and I was so excited. I just inhaled, so excited, if you heard that. I didn't have any hair elastics, so I got this beautiful, if you can see it, it's a beautiful hair clip, and it's from France. It's so cool, and it gave me so much joy. But when I saw these things in the store, so I saw a hair clip, I saw a white tank top. I've just been wanting a simple white tank top, and a bowl to burn my sage in, because right now I have a spatula. I was no, that's not in my next level, spatula for sage. I want a little, a nice little thing. And that's, in my dream life right now. And I saw these things, and then I was okay, well, I gotta get besides marshmallows, I have to get food, fruit and normal things, just so I have food. That's the most important thing, I have to pay my bills, this is, but this is the thing with energy that is so interesting, is that to be someone who can pay my bills, to be in that energy, it's that whole person as a picture. If I become even partly her more, so by getting myself this hair clip, I feel I'm in a different energy. The hair clips aren't a lot super expensive, so the money that I spent on that, it's I just want to share how energy is more important than anything else. So to me that seemed counterintuitive, but like I get this like guidance, and it just taught me like that having the hair clip and the energy of who it makes me feel like, and the extra step toward my next level, my dream life, bringing your dream life into reality, even if it's through a hair clip, is so powerful. And so I even wanted to get the tank top and the sage holder, but just logically I was like, okay, I think it's okay for me to just get one right now, and then be in that energy. But it gives me confidence, and it there's something about that, how doing one thing to add to your life a piece of your dream life now, like this is a key to attracting more of your dream life. So that was something really cool that I experienced. And I also wanted to share quickly that I know what fear feels like of this illness, because I came back and I was thinking about like I should sanitize everything, but like maybe I don't really need to worry too much about it. Like I did the basic things that I usually do, washing my hands right away, like everything you need to do. But someone sent me a video in that moment. It was so like perfectly timed. Like I actually got a video from someone when I got home with my groceries about how to sanitize your groceries. I was like, okay, I got it. Like, thank you. And like I got the bigger picture, like thank you. And also the person, thank you. But it was just so cool. And like I do think it's important to take care of ourselves in these steps, but there's so much more going on than that, which is why I'm talking about this so much. And I also wanted to share that I had a freak out moment too. So this is, when I'm talking about triggers, I'm relating to what I'm talking about too. So I started to feel a little cough in my throat, and all of a sudden I thought like, oh my God, it happened. I got it. Oh my God, like what is going to happen to me? And I totally freaked out in my energy for like a little few seconds. And I actually sort of like saw everything flash before me, and I was like, is this how everyone feels? Who gets it? Like, what if I die? What if, like, this is terrible? And but the thing is, because I work with energy, I was able to stay calm. This is how powerful this stuff can be. It's not just about like, this isn't an astrology report. This is like real life help for you right now. This is a big way that you can receive help like right now. And like I felt the energy in my happen, and then I was okay because of what I'm telling you, which is that you aren't the fear. So I knew I could feel the fear because I work with fear. I knew that I'm not the fear, that what I'm feeling, that freak out feeling, is not me. And the illness too, even if I have it for a second, I mean, because I learned a blow dryer trick where you can actually breathe in hot air and it kills the virus. So there's lots of hope, but like, and I did that too. I was doing the hair dryer thing, but like even the fear of, or even, the illness itself, the fear of it, like none of that is you. It can be like taken out of you, and that's what I do. So that's why I knew that even in that moment of freaking out about my own life, it only lasted a few seconds, honestly, because I knew that number one, everything's okay, even if I feel like I'm freaking out. Number two, this freak out feeling, it's not me. So it's not part of me. It's not going to be there forever. It's just there right this second. It's possible for it not to be there. And the same with the illness itself. If the illness is there, you can do things to deal with the illness, also do things to deal with the fear of the illness, because that's something else that you can actually really control, and that is important to take care of. So, all right, so I also have a quote. So there are two more parts to the video, a quote and a chakra clearing mini session for you. So the quote is by an author that I love so much, Roald Dahl, and it seems really relevant right now. So the quote is, we have so much time and so little to do. Strike that, reverse it. So it's really funny. So he's giving you a quote and then he's saying like, wait, no, actually the opposite. So the quote that he's really saying is, we have so little time and so much to do. And I want to share that because I think it's super important right now. It's relevant right now. We really do have a lot to do right now. And the most important thing of all is to stay positive. Staying positive is our number one job right now. And this is not a Pollyanna, naive idea. This is actually the way that we're going to find our solutions. So we all need solutions to lots of things right now. And as I mentioned, when you see things positively, you're actually seeing the truth. You're seeing the way things really are. And that's going to give you a better ground to actually solve things, is to see the way they really are, of course. So start noticing things around you that are positive. That's something you can do. And from there, that will raise your vibration. And the way that you solve problems is, so stay positive, and things, you'll start to see more positive things, and then things will ultimately be easier in your life, and you'll also be helping the bigger picture, and the whole planet, which is healing right now, to be more positive and to heal, which is another big purpose, of what is going on. So I'm going to do a chakra clearing of your sacral chakra. The sacral is the second chakra. So the first is the root. The second is the sacral, which is like your stomach, front and back it goes. And I'm going to just start doing that. I'm going to take a second first, actually. It's a lot of talking. Okay. So all you have to do is relax. This will just take like a minute. I'm just going to clear some fear out of the sacral. I wanted to do sacral today because I did root yesterday, and I know I did root because people are needing, fear cleared about security, water, food, shelter, and so I did it on the other video yesterday, March 27th, clearing about that, and today I wanted to do clearing about from the sacral because it's about enjoying life, which maybe is why I started eating marshmallows at the beginning of this video, but also paying your bills, having actual wealth and freedom. So that's something that's important too right now. This is still our life right now, so it's important to have these things. And also kudos to the banks. The banks are being so kind. I think there's a lot of balance happening in the world. I got an email today from student loans saying they don't expect anyone to pay anything till September. So it's like there's a lot of humanity seeping into these things that didn't seem very considerate of anybody's situation or feelings beforehand, and I think there's a lot of balance that's coming into play there. It's pretty cool. So there's a lot of big changes happening on a big level, a big way, and it's a good thing. this is stuff that needs to balance. You know, it's going to teach us so much. So that's helping. So I just saw a lot of things. I see it in my mind's eye and I just clear it. So I clear after like that. So I'm very connected to you when I'm doing it. And then we're just, I clear that as well. So now we're back in our own energy. So yeah, this is the time to do it. This is the time to heal. This is the time to think about your life. We have lots of time we've been given right now. And cherish your life that you still have. Love yourself, love each other. These are the most important things in life, and all the time. And we're being reminded and given time now to actually sort this out with ourselves right now, so that the future can be better. And better than we've ever even seen before. And by doing this, we're not only going to get back to normal, that's not the point of what's going on. The point is that things are going to change and be even better than before. And to accomplish that, we have to do it in ourselves first, because that's all we can control. So stay safe, take care of yourself, and remember that everything is okay, and it always is. Thank you for watching. Take care.